Hi guys, it's me Luke, and today we're going to be going through my personal top 5 horror games of all time. So, number 5 is Fatal Frame, or in other parts of the world known as Project Zero. The first one is my favorite. It's similar to something like Resident Evil 1. It's basically trapped in a mansion full of ghosts, but the interesting mechanic that separates it is the use of the what's known as the camera obscura, which it stuns ghosts, it traps ghosts, it basically kills ghosts. So that's an interesting gameplay mechanic. So I really enjoy the series. I have 1, 2, and 5. Sadly, number 4 wasn't released in places like the US and Europe, so it was only a Japan exclusive. But yeah, number 4 has to be Silent Hill 1. Silent Hill 1 is just such a fantastic game. I love it so much. I like it more than the second one. I've not completed the second one. Silent Hill 1's the only one I've completed, but I'd definitely give it a plain 9 or 10 out of 10. Great atmosphere. Even though I was just playing it on a PSP, it still frightened me. It was really, really fun, and I definitely recommend it. Number 3 has to be Resident Evil 1. Now, Resident Evil 1 is one of the most popular and most famous game series of all time, but I'm choosing the remake over the original 1996 version. I'd have to say, actually, the 1996 and 2002 and 2016 remakes, they're all tied. I like them all. The remakes definitely frightened me, really actually frightened me even now. The first one definitely didn't frighten me, but it was very, very hard. I just love the game. It's similar to Fatal Frame, set in a mansion full of zombies. I love the game so much, definitely a 9 or 10 out of 10. And yeah, so at number 2 we have Resident Evil 4. Now, Resident Evil 4 is an amazing game. It's so big, so long. That's a good thing. There's so many different places you have to go, so many different objectives. But you play as Leon Kennedy from the second game, and basically what you have to do is rescue the president's daughter from a strange cult group in a rural area of Spain. Every time you think that you're near the end, you're nowhere near the end. It's a fantastic game, especially on the PlayStation 4, with great graphics, a great storyline. I like the idea that they didn't use zombies, because I like the villagers, the Las Plagas virus a lot more than the zombies. It's a very interesting thing, and it's really frightening how they track you down. There's so many different settings, like there's a mansion, there's a castle, there's villages, there's an oil rig-like thing, but it's an amazing game. I definitely played more than once, and it must be a good game if I can play it more than once. And number 1 is, like I said, it's probably not the best game in the world, but it's my most personal favorite, House of the Dead. Now, I'm not giving it to any one of them, but I'm giving it to mainly 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are the most nostalgic. 1 and 2 are my favorite ones. The reason that I'm not including 3 and 4 or Overkill on this list is they are great games. I still like them just as much as 1 and 2, but the thing is, one of the main reasons that I didn't include them was because the loss of civilians, basically. Well, Overkill does have civilians, but it's strayed too far from the main series formula. But 1 and 2, I just love them so much. House of Dead 1 was basically a Resident Evil ripoff. Now you look at it, where you have to save your fiance and stop Professor Curian from releasing the dead on the world. definitely a plain 10 out of 10 game in my opinion. Very hard, very fun, and number 2 is an amazing game. It improves everything from number 1. Definitely a solid 10 out of 10 game. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.